Hello everyone, how's it going? Now this might look a bit like an alien autopsy. This is not a real body, just to be clear on that. But I am going to be working on it today, and not dissecting it, but building it. So it's the opposite of an autopsy. I don't know what that'd be. How's everyone? How is everyone doing? Well, it is very warm here in the UK. I am very tired because I don't like the heat. But I thought I'd pop on and give you a very energetic stream. I can be full of energy. Definitely full of energy. I'm good. I'm well, thank you, Jenny. I'm just, like I say, just tired and yeah, trying to keep myself awake by just noticed a little bit of loose skin before I'd snip. Trying to keep myself awake by doing a live stream. That's the best way to keep yourself awake, right? To do a live stream. That's what they say when you're driving and you're tired. Just do a live stream. Then yes, this does look like a dead body. It is not a dead body. It's the body for the lovely fellow I'm designing for the next video. And yeah. I mean, I guess I might as well explain what he is, right? He's built out of furniture foam, so he's built out of this stuff, sheets of this, right? So I cut him up, made a lovely body out of that, and then this morning so basically what I normally do is once I've built it out of like the thicker foam, I order a load of this thinner 1/4 inch foam to cover him with like a skin. Made lots of skin folds and makes him look nice and fleshy. And then I latex over the top of that. The problem is I ordered some more of that and I ordered the wrong thickness, so I don't have any. So this is the first time I've tried covering him in this thin gauzy like muslin, what do you call it, muslin stuff? Yeah, so I've covered him in a couple of layers of that, and it's probably not quite the desired effect, but he does look all wrinkly and cool. So I'm now thought I'd bring you along for the rollercoaster ride of me covering him in latex. So that's what I'm going to do next. Latex the hell out of him. So that's the plan. Yeah, that's what I'm up to. That's where I am, and I hope you're all right. Thought I'd get the explanation out of the way first. It is the handsome horse boy. He's rather thin. He's got a nice chunky booty, but his arms and legs are a bit spindly. But I've got to build him so he'll sit and balance on the twit, which was interesting. So we'll see if that actually happens. So his neck, he's gonna have a nice long neck for his horse-like head to sit on the top. The horse head is, I've made a plaster mold of it. I've latexed the inside of it, and that's currently sat outside in the sun with the latex drying. So I thought I'd latex his body to let that dry, and then tomorrow I might be able to fuse the two, head and body, together to create a slightly more final form of him. And he's a neck, but I can't really build the neck until I've got the head dry and out of the cast, the mold. So yeah, there we go. That's him. How's the head coming? Did you mess around in Photoshop to get some ideas? I did a bit. I did have a mess around in Photoshop, and I did finish him. I think I shared a picture of it on my Patreon, I think, and channel members of how I got to. He's finished, and maybe in the stream, if I do a stream tomorrow, then you might see the finished latex piece. But yeah, he's looking good, thanks. I'm a lot happier with him now. I basically started from scratch and re-sculpted him because I didn't like where he'd gone to. So he's looking better. I am not going to ride the horse. I mean, that'd be funny. I rode the deer face. Okay. So, I guess I'll start latexing him now. So I've got some thickened liquid latex mixed with white paint, as ever. And I was just gonna basically dab him on. I've got other stuff to do after because I feel like this won't take that long, but I don't want to be careful as well not to lose any lovely wrinkles as I go, because I quite like the texture of the wrinkly gauze. But we'll see. I've never used this material before, so who knows if this will work even slightly. I just don't know, because I ordered the wrong thing. Because I'm a doofus. Yeah, what have you got for me? What are people up to today? Give me some sweet, sweet chat. I need the chats. Remember? Keep me awake. I'm relying on you to keep me awake. Otherwise, it's going to be a short stream. Because I might cuddle up with this little guy and have a nap. This little headless torso. Chill in your room watching it. Okay. Well, it's not waking me up. It's making me want to go and chill and watch something. What else you got? Actually, I don't mind how this is looking. I don't know if you can really see from the camera, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just coating him. Yeah, it's not looking bad actually. I quite like that texture. It's kind of the gauze is kind of like wrinkling up, as I wondered if it might, and making lots of wrinkly old skin wrinkles. I like it. I like it. Eating your dinner whilst watching this, that's good. You ready to head back to New York after visiting your mum for Mother's Day? Cool. Cool. How far is the journey back to New York? Always makes me panic when I see that it's Mother's Day in the US because it's on a different date to the UK. I always go, oh god, I forgot Mother's Day. But it's okay. I haven't. We had it like a month ago. It's fine. Just an hour train ride to get back to it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too bad. Hang on, there's a super chat, which means I have to make an offering to the thank you hole. Right, down tools. I'll just leave one glove on. So, firstly, thank you very much, Missing Australia, for the super chat. And now I need to write your. As ever, my writing is absolutely atrocious. The first offering of the stream to the thank you hole. So for those who are not initiated, every super chat or channel membership, when you join as a channel member, that's the thing. You get your username written down and offered into the thank you hole as an offering. So thank you. And it goes into the slimy into the thank you hole. That's why the thank you hole's there, right? Everybody has a thank you hole. That's completely normal. Yes, that is very slimy. So the thank you hole appeared in my floor and demands offerings of thank yous whenever super chats or channel members. I don't know why. I don't know why it demands thank yous. I don't know where the thank yous go. All I know is I have to do it, otherwise the hole gets angry, and I don't want an angry hole in my floor. Got your stream snack of ice cream and tempura prawns ready for stream. That's an interesting combination. I like the sound of that. Oh goodness. It's got that glove back on. Oh my goodness. Lots of really generous people. I'll take the glove straight back off. I'm not complaining. So Zombie Bite 44. Ever seen The Deadly Spawn? They use some cool practical effects. I have not seen The Deadly Spawn. I'm assuming that's a film rather than a series. But I have not. Is it worth checking out? I'll check it out. I'll check it out. No, thank you for the recommendation. I have not seen it or heard of it actually. And thank you for your super chat. I shall offer your username to the thank you hole, obviously. The hole must be fed. So there we go. Username. Thank you very much. In the hole. Oh my god, that's slimy. Alright. Bother washing my hand just yet, because there's another generous super chat. Thank you, Todd fan. That's very kind of you. You're both very generous. What a handsome fella you have there. Here's $50 for a long-time fan since 2020. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Here's a wish. The wishing hole is an offering. Always loved your videos, and I cannot wait for more to come. Well, thank you, Todd fan. That's very, it's very generous. Incredibly generous. And, of course, my hand's sticking to the paper. It's okay. Ta-da! Into the thank you hole you go. Yeah, thanks. I have a bowl of water out there to wash the slime away. Thank you, very generous people. $50, I'm insane, not regretting a thing. Wow. Thank you, you are indeed insane. 10 out of 10 snack combo you recommend. Is that for the ice cream and the tempura prawn? That's... I'm trying to recycle gloves, but I don't know if there's really much point. Where does the thank you hole go to? Well, it's a good question, but I don't know. All I know is once your username enters the thank you hole, it never comes back out. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Who knows? If you notice any weird side effects later, then I apologise, but, you know, you're responsible for your name going into the hole. I can't be blamed. I can't be blamed. Do your neighbours ever wonder what the heck is going on at your place? Just imagine how it'd look walking out there, everybody. I think... Do they know what I do? I can't remember if I explained to them what I do. Whenever I take large monsters out to my truck, I have to... which is parked on the road, I have to kind of hide the monster as I go and like run in so people don't assume I'm carrying a dead body. But no, I don't know. I mean, they must have seen me do weird stuff, right? They must have an idea. They've definitely heard me screaming, like recording audio in here. They must have. They must think I'm rather odd. It's got to be the case, right? How could, I've been here too long and made too much noise and weird shit for them to have not suspected something. I'm sure I told them what I did. I don't know. They're a slightly older couple, so they might not really understand. Oh, another super chat. Thank you very much. Finally got to catch a live stream. Lovely vids and nightmares. They create every single friend of mine I showed them to. Ah, nice. Brilliant. Thank you. Sharing the nightmares around. Thank you very much. I'm going to pronounce your name horribly. Not on purpose. Zaymula?
I hope that's kind of close.
But I'll write it down and put it in the thank you hole, because then if I write it, at least I can spell, even though I can't pronounce. So, thank you. There's your name. Go away, fly. Stop buzzing on the microphone. And into thank you hole it goes. Nice. I don't know if the slime comes out on camera, but it's quite sticky. Wouldn't hiding the monsters make it seem more like a dead body? That is a good point. Yeah, but half of them do look a lot like dead bodies, so I've had someone slow down quite considerably when they've been driving past to stare and see what I'm actually carrying to my car before, and given them an awkward smile and just sped up. It's always quite fun when because I have my container. I'm gonna throw this glove away now. I have my container of nightmares where I keep most of my props when I've finished filming with them, and then some of the big ones like Burrow and Mr. Bodell and what have you that are human-sized. When I drive them there, I like to put them on the front passenger seat next to me, so they're driving along next to me, and I've got some funny looks before driven there with Mr. Bodell sat next to me, or Burrow. I just joined. Where'd you get the body from? Well, did you kill him yourself or did you buy it? What if I found it? I might have found it. What do you assume? The worst. It's my soon-to-be new friend, who I'm not sure has a name yet. Does he have a name? He's Toilet Guy who sits on the toilet and has a wee. That is who he is. Go away, Fly. Damn you, Fly. Is this guy going to be in the bird video? No. Okay, so I am making, probably rather foolishly, I am working on, I think I worked out the other day, simultaneously working on 7 videos at once. So, damn ADHD, I tend to get distracted easily. And if in getting distracted, I can channel that distraction into thinking of more video ideas, that's more useful for me than staring at the internet for hours. So, basically, I've got 7 ideas on the go. And this is one of those. This one I'm hoping will be out this month. I'm hoping, because he's not too far off being finished. I've got the latex in today, and then maybe paint him tomorrow, and attach his head and stuff. I'm hoping to maybe film him on Friday, and then if I can turn a quick edit around next week. I mean, this is all very unlikely, but there might be a chance it's out next weekend. But don't hold me to that, because it's probably not going to happen. But he should be out soon, within a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. Love the name Toilet Tom. That is a good name. I had a random name for him in the script. I think I would called him Maurice for some reason. I don't really know. Not sure, but I think I kind of a placeholder for his name was Maurice. Just going to latex his crotch. Just this is getting a bit spicy. So look away if you avert your eyes. There's a bit of simple latex crotching between friends, hey? Just don't watch kids. Have there been any videos that I have decided not to release? Yes. I've mentioned one, I think. I did a Q&A a while ago. I think I mentioned one and showed a clip of it. There's at least one. No, there's 2. There's one half filmed and half edited that's on my Patreon and YouTube channel member thingy that will probably never see the light of day. It was like a Christmas themed video which I used the Mr. Bodell puppet for initially, before I kind of repainted him and gave him arms and stuff. That was just a terrible video. I hate my acting. my 3-year-old son headbutted me and gave me a black eye, like the day before I started filming, so it looked really weird to be filming with a black eye for no reason. It was about a mistletoe monster. But yeah, it was, but I just wasn't feeling it, and it wasn't great, and yeah, I wasn't enjoying my acting or the script. It was all rushed and it was a bit pants. So I scrapped that. Like I say, the first like half of it that I did film and edit together is on my Patreon, but that's never going to be on my channel probably. And then yeah, I did make one. I think I put a clip of it in a Q&A video a while ago about cereals or something. It was after watching I think like Rick and Morty Interdimensional Cable years ago, and like really liking Ants in My Eyes Johnson, and just doing my terrible kind of own version of that, or the door salesman from that episode or something. I can't remember, but it was basically quite a few, like 10 years ago or something, and yeah, it was not good. And like a clip of that is on that Q&A I made, but other than that, that's not going to see the light of day either, because that is very embarrassing. It's another very generous super chat. Is this monster a different monster than the lovely Pete fellow? As in Sexy Pete? This is not Sexy Pete. I mean, obviously everything on my channel eventually becomes Sexy Pete, but I'm making this with Sexy Pete's blessing, because he is allowing me to branch out for the odd video here or there, as long as he gets a mention in each video. As long as I mention and remind the world how sexy he is. Hang on, I must make the offering to the thank you hole. So move the dog. Move the dog. Thank you very much for your super chat thing. Here's your username, and it's now going in the thank you hole. Yeah. Thanks. It's gross. I've already covered that thing in slime. I don't know what I'm going to dry my hand with now. Alright, so that hand's done. Bit more latex on the crotch, you know. You can never have too much of a latexy crotch. That's what I always say. When in doubt, slather the crotch with latex. So I can only really do the top of him. He's lying on this board. I might turn him around so I can get a better angle on him. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about this. Sorry about this, buddy. Lift those leggies up. There we go. There we go. See? Nice and comfy. Raise your mic and lower the music, okay? Is that better? Can you hear me better now? Right, is that better? Was I a tad quiet as I was waffling away over here? I want to really get a wireless mic for streaming, so when I walk away from the mic, you can hear me a bit better. That's better. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, everyone. You couldn't hear my nuggets of pure latex-based wisdom. My golden latex nuggets. I was offering up. Is the puppet going to sit? Yes, he's going to sit on a toilet, in fact. Some have suggested his name might be Toilet Tom. I suggested his name might be Maurice. But I don't know what his name's going to be just yet. There are some who call him Toilet Tom. I mean, you can't actually see the latexing I'm doing from that side, but just be advised that I am latexing his buns. This feels an odd thing to be streaming on reflection. Ah, where's that grass come from? Why is he a grassy fellow? What is the purpose of him? What is anybody's purpose? He's going to be a lovely fellow who is sat on the toilet when I go for a midnight wee. Basically. That's his purpose. And he has a head that I sculpted on stream and then redid because it was terrible. And the newer version is actually a bit better. That I have made a plaster mold of, and it's currently drying outside. What will you use for the hair if he has any? I don't know yet. He is going to have hair, like straggly strands of hair, thinning hair, but I'm not entirely sure. In the past I've used this kind of, I don't know, I think it's wool that I've used in the past, this kind of faux fur wool stuff. But I have some wigs I might disassemble. Could use wigs. What do I love most when I make my videos? Is it the creative ideas, the making of the creation, or the editing? Probably the prop building. I guess. I don't know. I quite like every stage of the process in its own way. I do really enjoy editing. I do really enjoy thinking of the creative ideas. And I do really enjoy prop building. I guess I don't really enjoy acting, if you can call what I do acting. That's the bit I don't enjoy that much. So the filming of it is probably my least favourite bit. Other than that, I enjoy all of it. Right. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to slide him along so I can get to those sweet, sweet leggies. This is a weird angle. So... oh, hang on. I need to set my other camera recording. I forgot. I'm making a behind the scenes for this video as well, so I need to a making of this video as well. So I need to record myself streaming. Record the thing while streaming and recording. There's too many cameras. Too many cameras in this room. Why do I dislike acting? I don't know if I dislike acting. I film everything on my own at the moment because I still can't really afford to have a cameraman. So filming on your own, acting on your own to a camera, and then running back to check the footage and blah 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 is not fun. So I don't know if I'd say I dislike acting as much as I dislike solo filmmaking when I'm the one starring in it. It's probably more accurate. I think if I ever can get a camera person, then I think I'd probably enjoy this a lot more. or enjoy that side of it a lot more. Go away, fly. I think that's my issue with it. Yeah. I mean, it is annoying. It's that side of it's not fun for me, anyway. You're just always like wrestling with equipment and tripods and trying to set up the shot, and you know, I can use my phone as a monitor, but half the time that stops working. And can you still see if I put that there? To move it a bit. I don't know where best to put this bucket so you can actually see. I'm off screen a bit. Hello. Just latexing his tootsies. I will come back in a second. Just doing his little toes. His wonderful foot. Done. Did I have another job before I did YouTube? Yes, I used to be an architect, believe it or not. Put that down there for a second. Well, that's what I'm qualified as anyway. If you can believe it. Well, not fully qualified. Most of the way there. Most of an architect, but not quite a full architect. Takes a long time. Right, where next? Try not to spill the latex everywhere like last stream. That was silly. Covered my whole desk in latex, and my keyboard, and my audio interface. And everything in latex. Would you consider remastering some of your old videos? That is an interesting question. As in like is that a cobweb or a hair? That's annoying. As in like remaking them from scratch with like rebuilding the puppets and redoing them. I mean, it's a cool idea. I don't know if I would. I get more excited about making like fresh ideas. Like I don't know if I'd want to go back and I don't know. It's an interesting question though. Oh, hang on. Hi Claims Game. Hi back. I might take these gloves off, as there is an offering to be made to the thank you hole. If I can write. So hello, and thank you very much for your super chat. And there is your username. Into the thank you hole it goes. Thank you, hole. Thank you. Join the stream to see some nice knees. They are some pretty cracking knees, aren't they? Go away, Flo. Hole looks suspicious. It's just a thank you hole. It's nothing suspicious. It just appeared in my floor and demanded offerings of thank yous for every super chat and new YouTube channel member during a stream. It was very specific with what it wanted offerings regarding. And if I don't appease it, then the hole gets angry and the world potentially ends. So I don't know what happens to your name when it goes in there. And I don't know if anything negative happens to you as a result. But it's just what the thank you hole demands. Some more gloves. I'm getting low on gloves. Would I ever consider doing a collab? Yes. Yes, I would. I mean, I've done that one with Tom Scar. Is that the only one I've done? Yeah, I think it must be. And then he had me back for one on his channel. Yes. Zombie Bite. Again, very generous. Super chat. I get this glove on, and then I shall make the offering to the hole. I will feed the hole. Ever thought of doing a U2s? As in like the plushes or the vinyl figures? I wouldn't be against it. I mean, I didn't have an awful lot of success with the Lumpy Boy plush, as you might be aware. It sadly didn't get funded, which you know, is fair enough. It's a weird time in the world at the moment. I get it, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be against doing U2s one day if they want me to do one. And thank you for your super chat. Right, so your username again. Thank you. Thank you. Deep in the hole. Oh, hang on. Simply just Palvo sent 1 gift membership. Thank you very much. That is very generous as well. I shall pop your name in the thank you hole. Thank you. I mean, whether you can read that or not, I promise that is your username. So thanks. Yeah. And Claim to Game, another very generous super chat. Thank you very much. Your name also gets an offering for the second time. Why no subtitles? As in on the stream? Is that something I've turned off? I didn't intentionally turn it off. I'm new to all this. Did there used to be subtitles and now there aren't? Because I didn't do it on purpose. And I'll look into... I don't know if I can fix it now, but I'll look into fixing it for the next stream. Sorry, I folded it up before I showed you. No, the name. There we go. There we go. In the thank you hole. Thank you. Itchy eye. Not very easy when I'm covered in slime. Will you ever do a Breakup Buddy 3? Yeah, I've got an idea as to where that would go. I did have an idea for a part 3. Again, it's another thing I wouldn't be against. Yeah, potentially. Problem is I have all these new ideas and I always kind of want to make something new. Fly. Go away. Hang on, I'm just going to go off camera for a second so I can do the underside of his foot. I'm coming back. Yeah. Right. He might be fully latex now. For as much as I can do. Oh, no. I missed the inside of his gam. So I think he might require a second latexing. Another point. I might need to finish him off once he's dry tomorrow. Doesn't look too bad. He's drying quite quick as well. Okay, so that is a initial covering. Ah, and Simply Just Palvo became a member. Thank you very much. I shall write your name down and offer it to the thank you hole in a second. Became a member since Mr. McDaniel was my longest watched YouTuber since your childhood. Ah, that's very nice. Thank you. That's a nice thing to hear, and thank you for becoming a member. I'm going to get a tripod. I might need to cut a hole in his bottom and stand him on a tripod so he can dry. Bear with me. There's a tripod. I just need to grab a tripod. I'm coming back. Don't run away. Okay, tripod. And then I shall do the offering to the thank you hole. So, thank you, Simply Just Palvo. Your name also goes into the thank you hole. Yeah, there you go. And thank you. The gloves are getting sticky. An alien breakfast video. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm keen to make another. I need to make another candy video. I mentioned earlier actually that there's 7 videos I'm currently working on at once. This being one of them, and then the Don't Feed Them sequel is another one. One of those 7 is Trying Candy Part 4, so I am currently working on another Trying Candy video. I'm not currently working on another alien food video, but I would be keen to do another one. Just joined. What the hell is on the table? Well, it's just a torso. Oh well, no, a body, headless body. That's so yeah. So I'm making another candy video, a sequel to the bird video, and this video, and another load that I've written down. Some that I've made props for over there that you can't see. There's one that's titled Crispy, which, yeah, that's the name of it. There's one that's titled Nosy Neighbour. That's another one. There's one that's titled Free Soup, which I really want to make. There's this one, which is something along the lines of Midnight Pea, but it's not called that. And then, yeah, it's still Don't Feed Them, or whatever that ends up being called. And Candy 4. And I don't know if that's 7, I can't remember, but I've written them all down. But yes. The thing on the table is the body of someone who will be sat on the toilet in the middle of the night. I'm going to cut a hole in his bottom and pop him on this tripod. There we go. So, and see what he thinks of that. So we'll see how this actually goes. I'm just gently cutting a hole in his bottom. There we go. Feels very weird filming that. And now I'm going to insert him on this tripod. There we go. Lovely. Definitely something I didn't expect to do on film. Okay. So, I mean, it's not going to be a very exciting camera angle. But whilst I have him like that, I'm just going to latex the back side of him. Okay? Like I say, it's not the best camera angle, but whilst we're here, I'll just latex him like this. Is he a toilet demon? Kind of. not a demon as such. He's just someone who lives in my house under the floorboards, who happens to need the toilet at 4 in the morning. He's just an innocent, kind of like a roommate that I didn't know I had that lived under my floorboards, and that happens to use the toilet every night about 4 in the morning. That's who he is. Nothing sinister. Right, I wonder if I can bend his arm slightly so it stays away. There we go, that's better. And do the same with you. There we go, now it's not going to stick to itself. So I can't really see the chat very well from here. I will get back to it in a second. I'm just going to coat him. It's not as sexy as Sexy Pete. I agree. But, I mean, is anything as sexy as Sexy Pete? Sexy Pete is the sexiest. It's like saying there's nothing as wet as water, you know. It's obvious that Sexy Pete is the sexiest in any situation. So, Sexy Pete is indeed sexy. What is my biggest goal? My biggest goal? I don't know. I guess I really want to make a feature. I'd love to make a feature film. And I also have an idea for a series I really want to make. So, I guess that, make a feature, or make like a proper series. One of those two. Nothing too crazy. I mean, to be honest, I could make a series and put it on YouTube. I don't need to, you know, when I say make a series, I don't mean like my dream is to make a series for Netflix or anything. I just have a series idea in my head that I need to get round to making. Making a feature would be damn cool. Oh, thank you. I can't read it from here. Hang on. Panic! If you could collab with any Mighty Boosh character creature for a video, which ones would be your top choices? Very good question that I don't think I've ever been asked. I like that question. From... Hang on. God, I should be wearing my glasses. Defo Sounds. I will put your thank you in the thank you hole in a second. Well, I mean, my favourite, the monster I'd like to collaborate with the most would probably be this guy up here. It's got to be old Greg, right? It's got to be old Greg. Now, can I get this back up? There we go. Yeah, old Greg is my favourite Mighty Boosh character. I mean, that'd be great. After that, maybe the Crack Fox. I always thought the Crack Fox was quite hilarious. Or the Hitcher. Any of them. Good question. I'm all Greg. Indeed. I've got latex all in my hair again. My arm hair. Waxing my hair. Did I add the thank you glittery text on the thank you hole? Did it just show up like that? It just showed up like that. It's part of the hole. It's it may look like it's made of cardboard, but it's actually organic matter that grew out of the hole. I hope I've spelled that right, as I am old man and need glasses. So thank you very much for your super chat. And it goes in the hole. Thank you, hole. Thank you, hole. Right. So I just need to latex the rest of this fella. And then I might move on to working on a different prop. Because this guy needs to dry. He smells like guinea pig wee, so I need to let him dry. And let the smell of guinea pig wee fade away. It's the smell of liquid latex, by the way. Hello. Hello, new people. Hello. Could you bring back the hamster plush? I missed it. I cannot, unfortunately. I cannot. I don't think I can. Sadly, it's not. I think you have to have sold a certain number of them for them to consider bringing it back, and I did not. I need to have a think and think if I'll make another plush again, and what that plush would be. Because yeah, Lumpy Boy wasn't that successful. I don't know if it's because of the struggling economy or if people just aren't that interested in the Lumpy Boy, which both reasons are fair, obviously. You know, but I had to have a rethink. Right, I think he's done. Right, so he is going to dry. I'm going to move him. Where do I move him? Move him over here. Block all the lights in the thank you hole. Or is he not too bad? Actually, I didn't do the side of his legs. He's not finished. He's not finished. Okay. It's not finished. It's finished. He's not finished. And yeah. Right, now he's finished. Now that particularly exciting camera angle can end. Right. So I'm going to let him dry over there. So he's not blocking too much light from the thank you hole. Hopefully not. Okay, right. So what do I do next? Good question. Good question. So I have two things I can do. Bear with me. I'm just going to go and check the mold outside. I will be 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I'm back. Okay, so this is the mold of our handsome horse head. The plaster mold. So I need to do another coat of latex in here. It's been drying out in the sun, so can you see that? You can't. Let's move the camera a bit closer. There. What a fantastic angle. Wow. That is a great angle. First ever live. Wow, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. What creation were you very proud and happy for completing without giving up? Another good question. I can't think of any that I was close to giving up on. I get annoyed and frustrated and try sometimes and try different attempts at them. I think once I've got a script locked in, it's very rare that I'll give up on the monster halfway through. Which were the hardest ones? I mean, I guess when I made the controller for the Fuddle Zone, that went a bit wrong because I made a sculpt I really loved, and then I did plaster molds of it in sections, and just made really thin, flimsy, terrible molds. And when taking half of them off, they snapped, and I had to try and glue them back together and salvage the molds, and that was very frustrating. And I panicked a lot and thought that wasn't going to work. In the end, I managed to get to salvage enough of it that I could make it work. That one was quite spicy, dicey, whatever. Yeah, that one was quite difficult. I guess I was kind of close to giving up on that. Can we get a room tour someday? Maybe one day. I've got lots of pictures of my family up on certain walls, so I can't do one right now in case I accidentally get all that stuff in. But yeah, maybe I could do an office tour one day. It's not very big. It's quite a small room. But yeah, I probably could do that as a video. How am I? I am good. Caden, how are you? I am good. Right, I am going to latex this mask. Because why the hell not? Although now I've angled it so you can see it, I can't actually get in there and latex it. I need to work out a better camera system for like prop building so you guys can actually see what I'm doing and I can still see what I'm doing. Because this is a silly angle that I don't like. I can't get to the thing. It is very silly. See, I'm just latexing in here. I might even refer to the camera instead of actually using my eyes. Or I might just spin it around and you can see the back of it. Just have fun looking at the back of this mold. Ooh, isn't that good content? That's the back of a plaster mold. Wow. Isn't that fun to watch? It's like seeing how the sausage is made, but not seeing anything. Sorry, I didn't think this one through. It's okay, I'm only doing this for like a minute, and then I'm gonna work some more on the birdhouse that I worked on last week. For anyone who watched the stream last week, I've got a new birdhouse I'm working on, so you can see that. Oh, Zombie Bite, welcome to Dubiously Meaty members. Well, thanks for becoming a channel member. And in a second, your name is going to go in the thank you hole for the 3rd time this stream. My goodness. I really do hope for your sake that there are no side effects from your username going in the thank you hole. Because if there is, you know, you're screwed. Just saying. Right, so we've latex basically all in here. I'm just going to get some cotton wool in here to get the hard to reach nooks and crannies. Gotta get those nooks and crannies. Never forget a cranny or a nook. First, a nice zombie. Thank you very much. So, okay. There we go. Your name in the hole again. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you very much. Never forget the crannies. That is quite right. Have you come across Italian brain rot yet? No, I have not. What is that? Do I want to know? Do I want to know? I don't need to know. Okay. Keep the brain rot away. Okay, I will. Okay. So, I'm just going to get some cotton wool. It's just over here, out of shot again. Out of shot again. And then I'm going to dip some. Dip. And then I'm going to dab with my dip. Dip and dab. Sorry, microphone. To get the hard to reach crannies, never forget a cranny. No cranny left behind. That's what I say. No cranny left behind. Okay. And that's that latex. See? Where are we? Ooh. Latex inside. So I need to do another few coats of that. And then tomorrow I can peel that off. And I've got my little guy's head and I'll glue that to the body. So I'm just going to go and put this back outside to dry in the sun. So I'll be another 30 seconds. That was close. Oh, and I hit the camera. There we go. Definitely didn't nearly trip over my lights and take the whole office down as well as drop the mould. It's fine. Right. Should do a little soundboard whenever you get some hearts. That would be cool. I'm still quite new to the whole streaming thing, so I need to set more streamy stuff up. I am an old man who doesn't understand streaming that well, so I will do more stuff like that. Can I change the description of my channel? It breaks immersion. I don't understand what you mean. The description of my channel. I don't really understand what you mean. Okay, you can have materials. Right, so next, I'm going to go back to the birdhouse. There's very strange comments in the chat. Very strange comments indeed. Right. Old. I'm not old. I mean, I'm not young. I'm definitely not young. How old do you think I am? That's the question. How old would you say I am? Because I am probably older than you think. Right, I'm just going to raise the camera up. Move it back a bit. There we go. Works like a dream. Here we go. This is my bird's house. If you hadn't seen it, the other stream. What? Kazang's closest. 29, 27. Assumed you were like 28. Ah, that's all very flattering. You're quite a way off, though. If you take 28 and you add 8 years on, then you're closer. Actually, you're right. I am 37 this year, which is terrifying. 35. That's close. Yeah. No, 37 this year. Yeah. 37. Oh, Kiz, you got it right. What a good guess. I'm not 37 today, but thank you. Can we see the meaty insides of the birdhouse now? Well, this is going to be the inside of the birdhouse, and this is how it is so far. Good job of making it this far. Thank you. What are your opinions on Dead Space Necromorph designs? They were cool. I liked them both in the original and the remake. Dead Space has some really cool designs, actually. I like Dead Space a lot. Right, so what I was thinking is I feel like I want to, I don't know, I kind of make more of this webbing inside. So I was thinking I might tie this red wool and like spider web it around the inside of this bird's house and then latex it, obviously. So that's what I'm thinking. So this a bit of explanation, okay, because that I'm assuming most of you didn't watch the stream the other day. So I'm making a sequel to the bird video, the Don't Feed Them video. This is the birdhouse. At the end of the last video, if you remember, it got set on fire and burnt. So far, the only bit of the video I've written is a kind of monster transformation sequence at the beginning where it kind of grows into a fleshy birdhouse monstrosity thing. Obviously fleshy, because, you know, have a style. And this is one of probably, I don't know, 5 props I need to make that 30-second sequence, I think. So I want to have some organs and stuff in there, maybe beating. And this was supposed to look like a web of flesh, but it feels still a little bit sparse. So I'm going to try and thicken it up with this. And then once I've wound this web around and latex this, then I might start painting it, and we'll see. We'll see. If you were making a horror movie, you'd pay me millions to make the props. Well, hurry up and make a horror movie. I want those millions, and I'll definitely take that job on. Okay. But yes, I'm quite excited about this, namely just because it's a little weird transformation sequence. That's the bit I enjoy the most. The little, like, monsters melting or monsters growing into something, or the little short monster transformation sequences. I was thinking, like, this is kind of like the bit from Hellraiser when he reverse melts back out of the floor into a person from... Does he get burnt alive in that? I can't remember. But yes. The description of your channel says that you make shorts with creepy meaty puppets. So by saying that they're puppets, you're establishing that they're not real, so it breaks the immersion of your videos. Interesting point. I can change it. Does that bother anyone else? I can change it. I'm not wedded to the description. It's insane no one has approached me for it yet. For horror films, I don't know. I think there's a lot better. There's a fly on my camera. Go away. I think there's a lot better prop build. He's back. There's a lot better prop builders out there than me. I think it's just because, I have a certain style and whatever. But yeah, I think I'd say, if I'm being honest, it turns you away from my channel. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Dang fly. Damn right. Right, okay. Well, I'm going to start with this. Right, okay. I say right okay a lot. So I'm thinking, if I just tie this... And I'm thinking, I'm never going to be able to do it with a whole ball of wool. So I might cut a bit off. And then start threading it through, which is going to be a fiddle. one. Let's go a different route. What time is it for me over here? It is 5:05 in the afternoon. It is warm and I've tangled up my wool and I'm gonna cry. Not my wool. I only just started this. There we go. It's okay, I'm not gonna cry anymore. It was close. It's too close. Oh, sorry, microphone. Sorry, microphone. This is more fiddly than I expected. I thought it would be fiddly. There's even more of the fiddles. Something's biting me on my foot. What are you biting me? Stop it. Oh, I don't like that angle either. How does one make it look good? Google how to make this look good. Because I don't have the answer. That is the problem when you don't fully design a prop before you start building and you just improvise. I don't really know where I'm going next. Okay, that. I'm gonna build a web and then see where it goes. Just gonna do it. Just gonna try it. See where it goes. Don't cry. Well, I might. I might cry. That'll be the fault of the wool and the heat. The fact that I'm really hungry. Stupid hunger. I need some food before I cry. Right. Not convinced. No, this doesn't look right. Okay, well, let's bail on that. That doesn't look right. I'm just going to call it. I already know I'm not going to like the look of this. Even when finished and latexed, I already know that I'm not going to like the look of that. So, that ain't going to happen, buddy. Not on my watch. So what do we do? Because it needs something else. I could put organs into it. It needs, I need it to look more fleshy. Could put organs in. Let's cut you there. Snip. Snipped. It's a tricky one. What's with the thank you hole? Well, the thank you hole, every time anyone puts a very generous super chat or becomes a YouTube channel member, their name, your username gets sent into the thank you hole as an offering. There's been some very generous people this stream. The thank you hole has been well fed. Been enjoying all the extra stuff you put on Patreon. The interviews are amazing. Everyone should join. Well, I mean, I agree. Everyone should join my Patreon, right? Agree. Right. Maybe a brain sticking out. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Like where your head's at. I was thinking, yeah, some exposed bodily organs. Problem is, to me now, this looks too much like wicker that has been covered in flour. Because it is wire that's been covered in flour, but it looks very much like a basket or something. Doesn't look organic enough for my liking. So I was hoping with that I could create kind of like an organic mesh within it. Which I don't think I'm going to be able to achieve the thing I had in my head for that. So I wonder if I need to just start putting some organs in it. Just to make it look... Try to add more crevices. Painting on some veins. Well, I could put some veins on. I'll put some veins on at the end, but if I put veins on, I tend to do that after the painting stage. I tend to do it with wool, actually. Split wool. It needs uneven surface and tone variation. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to paint it, so it will look different to this. So it's not... The tone will change. This isn't the finished article. Exposed bone surface would make it more organic. That's a cool idea. Exposed bone would be quite cool. The other thing I could do is... I know what I might add in today. In the past, when I made the organ that shoots out of the chest cavity behind me, this thing, for the Possessed Baking video, that was kind of like a tree that had, or like an organic-y fleshy tree thing that had bits of flesh hanging down. So I wonder if I try that kind of thing for this. Might help sell it a bit. You know what? I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. Oh, hang on. I've accidentally turned it on. I don't even know how I did that. Whee! Follow me. You can't follow me over there. How do I turn it off? That one? Stop. There we go. Is it back to normal? That was fun. Let me do it again. Now I'm over here. How quick is it? Not quick enough. I'm done here. Hi. Okay, turn off. Stop. Stop. Okay, sorry. I'm. I got easily distracted. What about folded up bug-like limbs? That's another cool idea. But I guess I'm just wanting it to look like a birdhouse where the wood shell has fallen off and it's just the organs from inside. So I want to go to... I've got other ideas for where its limbs might be, if that makes sense. I feel like it needs more element that tells you it's alive, like beating heart or crawling legs. It's going to have legs, and a beating heart is a good idea. So, yeah. I'm thinking... I know what I'm going to do. Right, okay. I know what I'm going to try, at least, and we'll see if it looks good or not. Is it good or not? Will it look... Ah, this cardboard is stuck to the table. That's because it's covered in spray adhesive. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right, move you there. Does it look good or not? Needs lungs, struggling to breathe. Yeah, that's also a good idea. I mean, I'm going to put some organs in it. Those are very good ideas. A lung and a beating heart. Just need to work out how to make the heart pump and the lungs breathe. I could do it with some little air-filled bladders. So I could do that. But I'm going to do something that I haven't done for a long time. Which is not true. I did it the other day. I need a pot of... I need a takeaway pot. There you go. Watching me has inspired you to go back to messing around with your clay. Working on a figure now. That's cool. I like that. Nice. What are you making a figure of? Is it gooey and disgusting? What does that smell of? It smells of the chicken balti that I got in it last week. Mmm. I didn't wash it out very well. Oh well. We don't need to worry about that. No one's going to be eating this, so it doesn't matter about food poisoning. Right, so we have some delicious liquid latex in this takeaway tub. Now I'm going to add a tiny smidgen of white acrylic paint. Only a tiny smidgen. Smidgen. Right. going to take this brush. This is just a brush. I'm going to mix the paint in. Squirming intestines does seem cool. Jesting a skull or something, maybe. That's cool. I like the idea of intestines, actually. That's a cool idea. Excuse me, belch. The idea was so good. I had to do a belch. Yeah, I like that idea. Oh, hang on. There's a new super chat. Thank you, Mochi Kicks. I hope I've pronounced that right because my pronunciations are terrible. Thank you very much for your super chat. Yummy latex. Yummy latex. And I shall, as I am commanded by the thank you hole, for all our sakes, I shall feed you to the hole. So thank you for your super chat. You go in the hole. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck. But thanks. Thanks, Yuck. You're watching me in school instead of learning. Fiend. How are you going to learn how to do this? Hey? How are you going to learn how to do this? I suppose by watching this, I suppose. I fed it. It's all fed. I like the intestine idea. They're all good ideas, guys. Lots of good ideas, but I do think I might go intestine, actually. I like that kind of weaved around, and I just need to make it pulsate, which I can with some little air bladders. Yeah. Who had the intestine idea? I need to thank you. I've lost it already. Altaria. Thank you very much. Do you mind if I put intestines in it? I might just do that. I might have to work on some body horror doodles since your universe you're working on is mostly horror. There's a lot of creative people in the chat today. It's nice. A rib cage or bones coming out. That's another cool idea. Yeah, rib cage could be cool. I think it needs some bones. Yeah, rib cage could be nice. Another good idea. Thank you very much. Oh, and a super chat from Citrus Peppercorn. Love the new Master of Practical Effects. Well, thank you very much. And thank you for the super chat. And, of course, you know it, that username, thank you, goes in the thank you hole. Nice, slimy. It's getting quite full in there. Thank you. And it's very sticky. Oh, Horrors of the Night. Hello, Horrors of the Night. I believe you might be my longest running channel member. If I've got that right. That might be right, but thank you for the super chat. You think you've been a channel member on my YouTube for the longest? Maybe a spine growing down the back, like a. Oh, don't make me say that. I can never say that. Cacodemon. Cacodemon? Is that right? I can't read either. But a spine down the back. A spine where? Where are we thinking? What, like along the top? Or spine could be cool. I like the idea of a spine, and I like the idea of a rib cage, and I like organs, especially the intestines. Organs. See, now I'm thinking, do I even bother doing what I was going to do now? Because all your other ideas are really cool. I don't know. I might do a bit more. Horrors of the Night. So, oh, hang on, from Doom. Okay. Kakodim. I don't even know how to say it. Right. From Doom. I've just recently completed Doom Eternal, so I feel like I should. The fly is right on the camera. Hang on, I'm gonna search on my phone. I've just literally completed the game. I feel like I should know. Oh, the little floaty boy. Do they have a spine on the back? The little floaty boy. Oh, what do you mean? Kind of like the way it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the protruding bits of the spine that stick out the top. Yeah, that's okay. That is a cool idea, actually. Okay, that's another cool idea. The Red Bull guys. Yeah. I'm with you now. I'm with you now. Sorry, I did actually embarrassingly complete Eternal for the first time the other day, so I should know exactly what you're talking about because I have been playing it a lot recently. And did I write Horrors of the Night? I haven't written Horrors of the Night. I haven't added you to the whole. Sorry. I got far too distracted. I must feed the whole. Must be fed. Horrors of the Night. Thank you. And into the hole. There we go. Lovely. I see there's another super chat, so I'm not going to wash my hand just yet. CGI sucks a big nasty thing. Well, you could say that. Citrus Peppercorn. I'm going to put you in again. Thank you for your super chat. I don't know. I think it has its place when used sparingly, but I think an over-reliance on CGI is bad. There you go. Thank you very much for your super chat. The fly is on the lens. Can you see the fly on the lens? He's right. Go away. Get a job. Did I show you? I can't remember if I showed you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Ew. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, CGI... Yeah, CGI sparingly, I like. Or, you know, can be used right. Like, I'm quite keen on trying for one of my future videos 3D scanning a puppet and animating it in CGI. So you've built the thing, you scan it, and then you animate it. So it's kind of like a halfway house, right? See, I think that could look good. Much like they did when they made the Midnight Walk. They built all the physical puppets, 3D scanned them, and animated them. So I feel like that's quite a nice middle ground. So you could use that, and you could take a puppet that's quite hard to animate, like this guy I just built. He's going to be fairly static, really. His feet are stuck together. Hang on. Don't stick together. But then you could take that and you could elevate it and make him like run around the room and stuff. But he's still initially a physical thing, which I quite like the idea of doing that. But yes, over reliance on CGI. You use it sparingly. Isn't that a game though? Yeah, it is a game, which, you know, obviously is a difference. I take your point, but yes, I still think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try that technique at least. I'm gonna try it and see how it goes. But yes, you're quite right. It is a game, and it's not quite the same. But it does. It's still, as a game. I got it last night actually and started playing it. It still has that. It feels like you're playing in a stop motion world. Everything feels quite tactile and physical because of the way they've scanned in physical models, and it still does feel more like you're in that world. It's cool. But yeah, I think that's an interesting way to approach CGI. And yes, that is for a game. It's not quite the same, but yeah, it's an interesting technique. But yeah, I'm not gonna replace my puppets with CGI, but I was just thinking I could take the puppet, scan it, and then I could do more with that puppet. So close-ups, you can still have the puppet being a puppet, but then maybe you could have a wide shot of the puppet running or moving about a bit easier than... Because I have done shots, obviously, of puppets moving about, but they're not as, like, animated as they could be. So it's something I want to play with, at least. Something I want to play with. Anyway, I've been mixing this latex and yammering on for about 10 minutes now, so I might actually do something. Midnight Walk is a great game. No spoilers. I've only played it for like 20 minutes, but it looks pretty cool. You work with VFX, and most of the times monsters look better when you blend practical and VFX. Best of both worlds. So, I mean, you sound like you're more of an expert, and that sounds like the way I'd like to do it. Yaji! Hello, Alex. How's it going? Yaji indeed. You the yajiest of G's. To you too, sir. Yeah, I mean, I've only played like 20 minutes of it, but I definitely recommend the Midnight Walk so far. It looks beautiful, at least. But yes. Anyone has played it, don't talk about it. No spoilers. That's it. Let's change the subject to something else. Perhaps it was too quick to shame CGI. Just hate how horror movies replace practical effects with PS2 looking CGI. Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't like disagree with your sentiment. I wouldn't say you're wrong as such. I guess all I was saying is I think there is a way of doing CGI to make it look, to like enhance practical effects, I suppose. To use it alongside sparingly and make the practical effects look better. Like in the Dark Crystal series, for example, they that was obviously all puppets, and they did little flourishes like the I can't think of the name of the baddie puppets. They all had like CGI tongues and stuff waggling about, and just to make them look a little bit more alive. Hello there. Goodbye, Alex. Nice of you to drop in. What valuable insight as ever you have given the stream. Okay, so I'm just gonna... The thing is, you can't really see from that angle. Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking cotton wool, dipping it in latex, and I'm kind of tearing it down so it looks like hanging flesh. So I'm going to do this a little bit, and then I'm going to actually probably add in some of your really cool ideas that you had, because you all had some really cool ideas. Oh, the Skeksis, of course I do. Thank you. Skeksis. Thank you. That's exactly what I meant. Thank you. I completely forgot. I feel eternal shame. And also, thank you very much for a super chat. Been a huge fan since the first breakup, buddy. Always love the silly meat puppets, and it's always a nice surprise whenever you make a new video. Well, thank you. Altaria. Oh, the person who had the awesome intestine idea. So, thank you for your super chat, and thank you for your cool idea. Yes, I shall do your offering in a second. But thank you very much. I did mean it. Practical is better when being interacted with up close, but for fast-moving creatures, CGI is usually better. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I was trying to say. Like, if I ever did try and incorporate it, you know, you've got the puppetry for the conversation, to ground it in the physical world and stuff, and then if there was ever a few shots, not the whole video, but like a few shots of like me running away from a monster or something, I don't know, then it might be quite nice to 3D scan that monster in, because there's plenty of apps you can do it with your phone now, and then take it into Blender and then make it look like it's running after me. I've got a video in mind where I'm going to do something similar. So 90% of the video is with puppets, and then I have built a small, which I will show you actually, it's not finished, but a smaller version of the monster. But first I need to do the offering to the hole. Oh. Right. Oh, hang on. Have I got confused? You weren't the first person to have the intestine idea. It was Toastator. Ah, you just said it would be cool and digesting something would be cool. Oh, okay. Sorry then. Thank you, Toastator as well. But thank you for the original idea, Toastator. But thank you for the super chat. So still goes in the thank you hole. There it goes. Oh, Toast-a-tater. Toast-a-tater. Okay, there we go. Right, so this is obviously not the finished version, but imagine this with some arms as well, if you can see. But this guy, can't really see, there's not a lot of space. But this guy, this little cube fellow, this is a smaller version. He's going to be actually larger than me in the video. I'm going to scan him in and have him like crawling about after me. So that's the first video I'm going to use that technique for. So yes, that's the plan. Is the little dancing lumpy boy available to order? He'll live in my bed and kick my enemies. No, sadly the campaign ended on Saturday, and the number wasn't reached, so he sorry, I was reading the chat whilst talking at the same time. He didn't reach 200. Need a minimum order of 200 to get the plush made, and sadly he didn't reach 200, so he's not going to be made, sadly. Everyone who ordered him gets refunded, I believe. Well, I don't know when, but I think it's within like 7 days. Everyone gets a refund, so everyone gets their money back. But yes, unfortunately, he is not going to be made, as far as I'm aware at this point in time. There's not going to be a lumpy boy. Yeah, I'm sorry too. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame, but it's fine. It's fine. What if you made the bottom of the birdhouse look like a fleshy pelvic floor? Well, I want to have some kind of egg birthed from here that drops and lands here. So this area will be, I'm going to like fill the bottom of this in. At the moment it's a crisscrossy nothing. But there will be something here. I'm toying with the idea of this is like the first stage of the birdhouse, and then it fleshes out more and has more of a skin around it, and then it will have like an organic little sphincter that poops out an egg. So this might just be stage 1 of the transformation that might only be on camera for about 5 seconds, and I've spent a lot of time on it. So do I have a design for an egg? Not yet. If you got him more, if you made him more lumpy, you would have bought it. He didn't seem lumpy enough. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, everything should be more lumpy, right? You can't. Is there such a thing as lumpy enough? A weirdly veiny egg would be funny. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, it probably would be something like that. Yeah, like a fleshy, pulsating egg. Egg. What about nail follicle-like structures the wood grows out of? How do you mean? I don't understand that. What do you mean? No, go away. My neighbours have just got home. Alright. This will help a bit, I think. This will help beef it up a bit. Egg that looks like a human skull. That would also be funny. Fly. Give it up, dude. Go away. Like a fleshy structure with wood panels beginning to form out of it. Well, I think he's going to shed the wood skin, and I don't know, and be all organic. So I think the wood will have been just his skin, and he's burst free from it. Okay, I'm going to turn around in a minute so you can see what I'm actually doing. I realise you can't really see what I'm actually doing. Maybe the fly likes my work. Well, actually, the flies seem to be drawn by the smell of latex, so he's probably just like, oh, this smells, pretty tasty. This smells like guinea pig wee. I'm going to go and investigate. And then he's all over it. Or maybe it's me. Maybe I just don't shower enough. Maybe I'm just a stinky boy. Just a stinky old boy. A horse. I just heard a horse. It's a horse as well. It's all going on. It's all kicking off. I just heard a horse. Maybe have the egg based on a shark sack. That's cool. It's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. They are cool looking things. But then would that imply that the bird is half bird, half shark? It does have a kind of shark-like beak, I suppose. Bye, Elijah. Hi, King Creator. Bye, Bugs. Have an amazing day too. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Aliens are kind of fish anyway. Yeah, but how are you saying it's an alien? How do you know a bird is an alien? Okay. Just give me a point where I can turn it around in a second. And then you can actually see what I've been doing. What if the egg used to be a person that is transformed into the bird bursts out of? I mean, all very cool ideas. But so hang on, I don't know if I read that very well. I need to fully understand it. Hang on. This is fiddly. It's a fiddly fella. What if the egg used to be a person that is transformed into it. The bird bursts out of. So it is a cool idea, but I think I might just go with fleshy egg. Well, I don't know. I'm a way away from that yet. I still haven't properly written the sketch, so you know, I still need to like actually work out what's going to happen in this video. I've got the beginnings of an idea. Evan, I am well. How are you? Thank you for asking. So I am. I'm just concentrating on this. I will get back to being more observant of the chat in a second. Right. So now I shall turn it around, and you can kind of see a bit of what I was doing. So I was just kind of draping this stuff down, which actually looks a lot like bird poo from this angle. But when that dries, it will look like flesh, especially when I paint it to look like flesh. And yeah, it won't look so much like bird poo. Probably. You give the creature nictating membranes. It's the second eyelid. Most animals have them. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. That would be very cool. How I would do that? I mean, I guess that would require CGI. You gotta remember, I am but a simple shed-based man who makes ropey latex puppets. I'm flattered by your optimism for what I can create. But yeah, that does sound cool. No wrong. That would also be cool. A lot of cool ideas. Very creative chat today. It is a sequel to Don't Feed Them. That is exactly what it is. It will be called something like Still Don't Feed Them, just to be nice and original. But yes, it is a sequel to that video. Because I still have a story to tell about the bird. And I like that video. So I want to revisit that stuff. There is a Patreon Discord for the channel, but I haven't ever done a Discord. Okay. This is helping, and then I think I'm gonna come back to it and add in some of your cool suggestions, like organs and bones and stuff, and the spine along the top. It's a cool idea, and I think they'll all help to sell it, make it look more organic and fleshy. What creature am I working on right now? Well, it is a organic birdhouse for a sequel to Don't Feed Them, the bird video, basically. Oh, and yeah, so it's the insides of the birdhouse after it's been burnt away and reassembles itself, and I've got a cool monster transformation sequence in mind But this is one of the potentially, I don't know, 5 props required. One of the 5 stages in the monster transformation sequence. And this is what this is. That is what it is. Come on. Tear. Rip and tear. Okay, that looks quite cool. It would be cool if you made the house organs move and beat. Yeah, I think that would be what I would try to achieve with some little air bladders. It would be nice to do that. So I think if I do organs, then I'll yeah, try and make them move somehow. They'll definitely be slimy. I mean, that's a given, right? They'll be slimy. Oh, you can just guarantee they'll be slimy. But yes, I would like to animate, physically move them. Would be sweet. Go away, brush. Looking good. If I do say so myself. Right, I'll keep doing this until I run out of this mix of latex. I'm just going to rotate this a bit so I can add some here, here, and here, and here. Here, and here, and here, and here. Right. Stretchy, stretchy. Running low on the latex. No. Swap you for that. Okay. Right, I think that side's looking alright. Just need to do this end. And then we're getting somewhere. You must leave now. I hope everyone has a brilliant day. Well, I hope you have a brilliant day too, Horrors of the Night. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Jellyfish. Hi. How's it going? I guess the music's still going. I haven't really checked in for ages. Thanks for popping in. Horrors of the Night sounds like something you'd say in one of your videos, jovially. Agree. Thanks for popping in, Horrors of the Night. Thanks for stopping by. It's fine. Okay, so that helps. I think once that's dried, that's going to help. And then the next step is organs and bones and stuff. Okay. Well, I need to make some organs. Looks great. Not as sexy as Sexy Pete, though. That's right. Not as sexy as Sexy Pete. Oh, no. My glove is fused to my hand. What creature did you have the most fun making? I don't know. The most fun. It's hard to remember. I suppose it would be one of the earlier ones because I was learning more on the earlier ones, I guess. I've got my techniques I tend to reuse now. So I guess maybe one of the earlier ones where I was still learning stuff like the Breakup Buddy with one of the early monsters. But I enjoy the process every time, so good question though. But yeah, I mean the default easy answer is Breakup Buddy. I quite enjoy the ones that are quite intricate sculpting as well, like the I don't know if you can see the video game console controller I quite enjoyed making. Those ones are always quite cool. How long does it normally take me to build one of these characters? Depends. There's a lot of drying time involved with latex. And the monsters, it depends on the size of them, the intricacy of them, whether I need to make a plaster mold of them. If I just latex straight on, like this dude, this little lumpy devil, took not very long at all. I mean, if you ignore drying time, probably only a few hours. He took, kind of like a day for the latex to dry and stuff in between. But yeah, he probably only took like half a day. But then, and this one probably took like a month to make. It's the sculpting took ages, and then I had to make various plaster molds of it, and there's quite a lot of detail in there, and painting took ages and stuff. So yeah, that one. Can you go back up? Yeah, that one, for example, probably close to a month. So it's hard to say. They all vary, to be honest. You miss materials lists. I miss him too. But he's never truly gone. He's probably just lurking over there in my garden. You love the stream. Have a good day. See you later, Brody. Brody. I can't see. My eyes are bad. But goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. Goodbye. Thanks. That's good. That's proper words. Yeah, I might wrap it up for today. I might pop on and stream tomorrow. I'll see if I've got. The problem is I can only really stream something if I have something worthwhile streaming. Like if something where I'm kind of located at this desk, because when I was building the foam for the other fella, I was a lot of spray glue outside and stuff, so I couldn't really stream that very well, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I would say thank you to everyone who thank you for everyone stopping by and watching. It's nice to have some chats, and thanks to everyone who got their offerings into the thank you hole. Yeah, thanks for the super chats and the channel memberships and stuff, and entering into the thank you hole. And yeah, thanks for all your cool questions and your suggestions for the monsters. Because yeah, some of them, I mean, they're all good, and some of them I'm actually going to use because they were good suggestions. So yeah, will I ever open up commissions for custom creatures? Probably unlikely, if I'm honest, because they just take so long to do, and as a result, to actually sell one would be just too expensive, I imagine. I don't know. And then I wouldn't be able to make any videos for that amount of time that I was making a monster. So probably unlikely I'd do that. But I guess never say never, but probably a bit unlikely. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I am hungry and I'm going to go eat some dinner. So thank you for stopping by. I might be able to do it. Oh, sorry, Lisa Mills. I'm now going. I might be able to pop in on tomorrow. Anyway, I'm terrible at saying goodbye. I always draw it out for ages. So, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. And I might be back on tomorrow. So have a lovely evening. And thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay, bye.